Okay, good afternoon. Phil Stock from UK Flooring TV. I'm with Shaun. Shaun, can you just introduce yourself, please, and just explain your role at FITA?
Yeah, of course. Shaun Wadsworth, training manager at FITA. I also manage the training for the CFA as well. My main job here is to oversee the centre, book the training in, make sure we've got the right instructors for the right jobs, work with clients, work with standard courses and updates, and just making sure generally the course runs as it should and the centre runs as it should.
Oh, super. So you just briefly touched on other possible roles within the FITA, talking about the CFA.
Yeah, so FITA is a non-profit organisation, so it's run by the two textile and impervious trade bodies, so the CFA and the NICF, and what they do is, FITA acts as a secretariat. So FITA is managed by myself, but I'm employed by the CFA. So there's a natural lineage down to me looking after the centre, but still having the trade association's kind of values at heart. So both trade associations are both based on vetted and verified members, and that then trickles down into FITA with the quality of the courses that we run.
Well, that's good then. It's always good to know. In terms of the centre itself, a lot of people watching this will see that the centre has had a massive uplift and a refurbishment. Why has that been done, and what has been done?
The centre's needed it. It looked tired. It's been 11 years as it was beforehand, and like I said, we're a non-for-profit organisation, so we're not a commercial business. We don't turn over massive revenue. We don't charge through the nose for courses. The idea is if people need training, then here's the centre to do it, and the quality of the training needed reflecting in the surrounding it with it's in. So we've got lots and lots of sponsors, big backers who back the training centre, provide us with product, provide us with advertisement, and essentially allowed us to do this. So it's been a long process, but everything from the floors to the ceiling has been refurbished. Moving into the 21st century, we've got digital display screens showing sponsors' product. It can be turned around in the blink of an eye to be bespoke. So yesterday we had Flooring Apprentice of the Year in. It was all aimed at the Flooring Apprentice of the Year, and it's just another string to the bow when it comes to people using the centre.
What does FITA have to offer, and who does it have to offer its services to?
So the most basic is standard courses. We run 23 variants of standard course, ranging from 1 day up to 4 day, and that is all using NICF Master Fitter instructors. They're all still employed by themselves. We don't employ anybody at FITA. We buy their time in, we buy their experience in, and that way you get the best possible course that you can get. It's the best training you can get on the floors. What we also offer then is the opportunity for manufacturers, contractors, anyone that wants to use a centre, whether it be the training room upstairs for meetings, if they want to come and do some CPD training for their sales guys, then they can come in and use the centre. And sponsors get special perks for sponsoring the premises. We had Forbo in here the other week, training all their UK and European sales staff. Same with Interfloor. They're all perks of being a sponsor at FITA.
Okay, so in terms of FITA, what other things is FITA involved in?
So as well as the standard courses and working with the manufacturers, one thing we are quite heavily involved in is being able to offer something that others can't. So if you have a training need and it's bespoke to you, so you're a specific contractor, or you have a gang of lads that you need specific training for, then we can make something and tailor it bespoke to you. So if it's just a case of, I've got 6 guys I need putting on a special course, then we'll write the course for you, we'll deliver it all at cost. We're not trying to make massive bucks. All we're trying to do is kind of wipe our face with the training that we take place in. And then we've also got FITA Scotland. So we've got a lane school up in Scotland, in Kirkcaldy, to run out of Forbo's manufacturing plant. So if people want to do training up in Scotland, then we've got the facility to do that as well. And then finally, we've got access to other manufacturers. So a manufacturer rings up and they want to pump money into training rather than into snagging at the back end when installers have fitted their product wrong, then we invite them in to do training here. So we'll run bespoke courses depending on what they're after, on their product alone, and this centre becomes their centre.
In terms of training, obviously it'll be opinion based, but how important do you feel that training is to the industry?
Oh, it's a cornerstone. It's a key of the industry, and it's not just flooring, it's any industry. You've got flooring that's got a readily available apprenticeship, a really well worked apprenticeship, managed and developed by the CFA. So the new Trailblazer was developed by people that attend FITA and sit on our FITA council, were involved in writing that apprenticeship and making it work. And not just apprenticeship training, but any kind of training. No one's too old to learn something new. And the key is making sure that your CPD is up to date, whether you are working in an office, whether you work on your knees, it doesn't matter. There is never not a situation where you can't learn something new, and that's what we try and put across.
Okay, and is there anything new that you fancy talking about in terms of FITA, you know, where we're at now, where we plan to be going in the future?
Yeah, so now the refurbishment's finished, one thing we are looking forward to is then being able to present it to everybody. So 5th of July, Friday the 5th of July, we're going to be running a big open day here, inviting all the manufacturers, sponsors, contractors, NRCF members, CFA members in. We're going to do some live demos with some of our instructors. We're going to have manufacturers in showcasing some of their tools and equipment. And really it's just going to be a nice time to get everyone in, do a bit of networking, arrange some meetings, everyone kind of see what FITA's about, and then past that it's next steps. It's figuring out how we get more training involved, whether it be start doing more things on the road, taking training to people. If I can take one of my guys to a training centre and deliver training in Scotland, then there's no reason why I can't go to a distribution centre and deliver something on a day where people can just turn up. You know, it costs nothing, you know, we'll back it and we'll go and say, right, we're going to do a day's training on this subject, and it's on your front door, so there's no reason not to come. And that's the next steps, is to look at how we promote ourselves, not just in the centre, but we go out and show them what we can do, and then signpost to the centre. So come and do a day's training on the basics of LVT. Never fitted it, come and have a look at it. If that gets your appetite, then come and do a proper training session, and from our basic you'll be able to go out and fit, and then you learn again, and then you come back and do our intermediate. The whole point is to keep people going and keep people learning.
So FITA definitely setting their ways in terms of training and moving forward.
Yes.
Super, that's Full Stock, UK Flooring TV.